Okay, thank you all for tuning in. We have a big game here. We've got the Pueblo Azteca, who currently sit at the top of the standings there. That is an updated standings. Then, I know it says Sunday before 9, I fixed it. Anyways, the updated standings, Pueblo just came off of an 8-7 comeback victory over Papillion, and they will play against the undefeated Next Level 2024 team. So the two teams come into the game undefeated in the tournament. This game will have a lot of weight. Of course, the winner here will likely become number one, unless it's a complete slugfest and Next Level wins it. Will become the number one in the tourney and more or less secure themselves a spot in the title game. This is going to be a big game overall. So I've got all our lineups here. As you can see that, I'm just going to leave that on there for a little bit longer while the teams are still warming up and whatnot. So we've got for the Pueblo Azteca, they are going to be the road team. Starting off for them is the shortstop, Mike Casillas, wearing his hoodie as normal underneath his uniform. Then the pitcher, Easy Rojas, one of the most electric hitters in this entire tournament, is going to be batting second. Third base will be Tyler Clements. He's been great as well. Then the catcher, Jason Ariola, just finished saving that game against Papillion a couple minutes ago. He'll be cleaning up and playing catcher. Then at the 5-hole, shortstop, Austin Plute. He started that other game against Papillion. He's now playing shortstop in place of where Easy Rojas used to normally play, but he's pitching now. So Plute at the 5. Then first baseman Colton Calderon at the 6. Left fielder Braxton Vale, going to Trinidad State Junior College, will be 7. Then right fielder Brady Cristelli will be at the 8. And second baseman Ethan Ayala will be at the 9, with Eze Rojas on the mound. For your Next Level baseball team, their starting lineup here is going to be, leading off is going to be the catcher for today, Andrew Quarter. Hasn't done that before in this tournament. Quarter is catching. Then the shortstop will be Eli Shin. He will be batting second. The 3-hole will be right fielder Bryce Meacham, Warhawk commit. Then the first baseman, and right there with Easy Rojas as the best hitter in this tournament so far, John Gonzalez will be cleaning up. Then the center fielder, Chance Jennings, going to Winthrop, will be at the 5-hole. Third baseman will be Drew Nelson at the 6. Second baseman, John DiBenedetto, he's had a very good tourney. He will be at the 7. Designated hitter, Bryson Bradley, Cornbread Bradley, will be at the 8. And at the 9 is the left fielder, Logan Chafin, with Emery on the mound. I don't have an Emery because they brought such a large lineup. I don't have Emery. If you know who number 75 Emery is, put that in the chat. Give me a first name. I would really appreciate it because it's not on our program because so many players were brought by this Next Level baseball team. So I'm going to tally up some stats here real quick and I'll be set for the game. Okay. So we're going to be set. The home team is going to be Next Level Baseball. They will be batting second. I will now pull that off. Cooper Emery. Thank you. Lakeland, Florida. That's appreciated. All right. Oh, it's Cooper himself. Or somebody in his account. Thanks, Cooper, for telling me. That's great. All right, this is going to be such a good game. I'm so happy to bring this to you. All three games that we've had here today have been thrillers. A 15-13 slugfest in the morning between Premier West and Rocky Mountain ended in a great fashion. Then a walk-off and a 5-4 win for Post 22 Expos over over Rocky Mountain, an upset. The Expos just filled in for a team that wasn't there. They weren't ever supposed to win, and they did so. Then the Papillion really tested Pueblo in this last one. Pueblo had to come back. They put up 5 in the top of the 6th, made it an 8-5 game, allowed 2 in the bottom of the 7th, and Ariola struck out the man with the guy on second to finish the game and win that. So it's been a wild turn of events today. Just all in all, been a great day of baseball. This is almost certain to be the best game among them. The 2-0 next level baseball team, nationally ranked, against this Pueblo, this 22-3 Pueblo Azteca team. This is going to be fantastic. So, still tallying a few stats. Okay, all of these guys more or less only played in this game here against Papillion yesterday. Okay. Mike Casillas now up top of the first. Cooper Emery going to pitch here for next level. What a game this is going to be. Grounded. Over to third. Handled cleanly. Throw to first. Off of the bag. It gets away from Gonzalez. The Hooded Bandit takes off for second. He's headed for third. Casillas is rounding. He's going to go and stop there. So, a error on the third baseman for next level, that is Drew Nelson, will allow Mike Casillas to reach first and to go all the way to third. Now, I know some of you are just tuning in for the next level games. For all of you that are, you're gonna have to learn the name Easy Rojas by the end of the night. Easy Rojas in this tournament batting 5 for 7 with 4 runs, 2 homers in 2 games played, and 5 RBIs. He has played just 2 games. That was a pinch hit 2-run bomb that gave Pueblo what would eventually become their winning runs about 30 minutes ago. Popped foul. So 0-2. Easy Rojas, a very, very good hitter, and would be in contention for a tournament MVP if that was given out. Fouled off by Rojas. I saw Rojas hit one 350 just a few minutes ago in a pinch hit situation with a man on third. That's popped up. Calling for it, the shortstop. Play is made. So out number 1, recorded there by Eli Shin. So still a man on third. Up comes Tyler Clements. He is playing at the D2 Colorado State University Pueblo in the RMAC. He is a super senior that's playing for Pueblo because he lives there for school. That's hit deep into center. Jennings underneath it. Makes the grab. Coming home will be Casillas, and he will reach safely. So an RBI sac fly will capitalize on the run and put the Pueblo on the board to start out this game. There's going to be little to no margin for error in this game. I feel this is going to be such a good matchup. So Jason Arriola now up. He's 3 for 4 with a run and 3 RBIs. He's been fantastic in the game he did play as a hitter. He had 2 extra base hits in that game too. 0-1. Emery locates edge of the zone. Good pitch there. 0-2. Emery delivers. Up and away. 1-2. Both teams bringing a lot of energy to this, and this is Next Level's only game of the day. They will have their doubleheader day tomorrow. That'll be 4:30 and 7 o'clock. Well, sort of. Everything's been pushed back today thanks to that 15-12 game that started it all off, as you could probably imagine. 1-2. Taken away. Just barely sat off of it, Arriola. 2-2. Emery gets one right down the pipe. Good pitch there. Cooper Emery able to get the strikeout. That'll end the top of the first. Going through the top of the first, the Azteca score 1. They lead 1-0 entering the bottom of the first. It's going to be Next Level's turn to respond. To recap that inning, no hits, 1 run. It was unearned. There was 1 error on the third baseman, Nelson. And there was nobody left aboard. It is 1-0 Pueblo Azteca. So leading off for Next Level, Andrew Quarter, who's catching today. Yesterday on his dad's birthday, he put up 3 walks, got 2 runs, I believe, a few steals. Pretty good job out there. All right, on the mound is Easy Rojas. He's been a great hitter this tournament. Let's see if he can pitch. Surely a good one reserved for this big matchup that they saw coming against this Next Level baseball team. All right, Quarter. That's a fastball given as a strike at the top of the zone, so 0-1. There's no doubt that Quarter held up. That's another fast ball by Rojas, delivered in the bottom left corner. He has a real arm-swinging motion. Foul tip, strike 3. So 3 strikes, and you're out. Out number 1 recorded on Andrew Quarter. Up comes Shin, the shortstop. The lefty Shin settles in. He swings and misses at strike 1. Rojas is dealing right now. 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's over halfway to an immaculate inning. the 0-2 from Rojas. Up and away. So first ball thrown this inning. The immaculate inning is gone. 1-2 here to Shin. Grounds it up the middle. Gets to second. And that is Ayala. He makes the out. So 2 outs recorded now. Coming up now is the Warhawk commit, Bryce Meacham. You can feel the intensity all around this. Both teams bringing a ton of energy, confidence, and talent to the field. So Meacham getting set. His first pitch from Rojas. Taken for a strike right down the middle. 0-1. Easy Rojas. You might find this surprising. Not going to a D1 or D2 college. He is going the JUCO route. Fouled off. 0-1 or 0-2 to Meacham. The 0-2. Fouled off. Meacham gets around to it. And that is fouled very far away. So 0-2 now. Into the Hard Hats Hall of Fame here at Fitzgerald Stadium. 0-2. Meacham takes it away. 1-2 now. Thank you all for tuning in to Hard Hat TV for this extra special broadcast. 1-2. Taken low at the knees, so 2-2 now. Taken up and away. A borderline pitch sat off on by Meacham. Good eyes. Fouled off into the couple of the picnic people over here. Rojas, the 27th best Colorado player overall, 500th in the nation. Up and away! Meacham works the 0-2 into a walk, and the first man comes aboard for next level. And up comes the other man I would consider for tournament MVP. I would consider Easy Rojas, and I would consider John Gonzalez. 6 for 7, 5 runs, 6 RBIs, and a steal. 6 for 7 speaks for itself. 5 runs and 6 RBIs as well, accounting for 11 runs across just 2 games. So Meacham on first, a stolen base candidate. That's called strike at the letters. So 0-1. Gonzalez fouls that one off 0-2. This is a battle between two of the best players that are in this tournament. I would argue, at least how they've been performing. 0-2. That's strike 3. A cutter finds the zone and out, and that'll be catch Gonzo looking through the first inning. It is 1-0 Azteca. Next level, going to come back out, try to respond on defense. Emery coming out for a second inning of work. So each team gets 1 man aboard. Pueblo brings him in. Next level left him, but it's just the first inning. To recap, the first for them, for next level, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on base. 1-0 in this great game. Emery's going to come back out. With the exception of the error that should have been an out, Emery has been spotless. Okay, I'm going to get some more stats down here while I'm waiting on the first pitch. Okay, coming up now is going to be the shortstop, Andrew Plute. He is 1 for 2 in this tournament so far. Emery delivers, strike one. Good pitch at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, strike two. Speeds it right by him. Plute setting up for the 0-2. A significant fan base from both teams representing here. Fouled off. I'm a fan of both teams, but just because both of them have been so fun to watch. Best kind of game, one where you love them both. So 0-2. That one is going to be hit into right. Going after it is the right fielder. He makes the grab. So Meacham grabs it, out number one. Suppose it wasn't too much going after it. He kind of just knew where he was sitting. So we'll fly out number one of the inning. That'll bring up Colton Calderon, the first baseman. He went 0 for 3 in the game he played yesterday against Pavilion. He did not play at all in game one of this doubleheader for the Azteca. High and away. 1-1. A little bit of a wild one there from Emery. One. That's a little bit high. I thought that could have been in. 2-1. Calderon watches one in the dirt. 3-1. That's going to be a hard hit foul ball. Hit a long ways in the wrong direction. So full count. Thank you all for tuning in. This is a big game here. Pueblo versus Next Level. The full count delivery is hit on deep into left. Going after it is Chafin. He'll make the out. Out number 2. Caught there by Logan Chafin. That brings up Braxton Vale, the big left-hander that's going to Trinidad State Junior College in Trinidad, Colorado. That's going to be hit into center. Jennings after it makes the grab. So a fly out to every side of the outfield will be the second inning. Emery pitches a spotless inning, and we go into the bottom of the second. First to right, then to left, then to center. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on base in the second inning. Pueblo still leads 1-0. Easy Rojas coming out for his second inning of work. Okay, well, Chance Jennings is going to lead this thing off. He's going to Winthrop in the fall, apparently. And I believe it. He's been great. That is taken for a ball. 1-0. Rojas pitching to a fellow righty here. Also outside. So 2-0 now to Chance. A leadoff walk from Chance Jennings would be big for this next level team down by a run. Rojas gives that one. It's chopped over to third. Throw to first in time. Happy with himself is the third baseman. That is sorry, no, I'm in the wrong game. That is Tyler Clements. So they get out Chance on a ground out. Out number 1. Upcoming now is Drew Nelson. He is 1 for 4. That's a strike right down the middle. 0-1. Both of these teams very, very good in everything they do. This feels like a college level game here that we're getting to see. 0-1. Ball 1 issued there now to Nelson. That's going to be fouled very hard. 1-2. The 1-2. Rojas gets strike 3 on the edge of the plate. Okay. NC a little upset with the late call. Some of these next level fans. So out number 2. I personally thought it hit the edge. That being said, that hasn't meant anything necessarily. That's fouled. Back to the concourse. 0-1. This is to John DiBenedetto. He started out the series out here, or the tournament, with a 3 for 4 game, and then followed it with an 0 for 3. So I don't know what to make of his hitting. 1-1. He's played a great defensive second base, if nothing else. He's more than your average 7-hole hitter. 1-1. DiBenedetto chops that one away. 1-1 or 1-2. Rojas trying to get out of his second inning. One, 2. It's skied into left. It's gonna be called for by the shortstop. Trujillo makes the out. Carrillo makes the out, and that'll be the inning. So through 2, the Azteca lead 1-0.
These special player reward hats are going to be auctioned off tonight. There's a silent auction table in front of the Hall of Fame.
I heard that the hard hats are going to be wearing special navy blue helmets. I have seen that. I see all of them. Palmer Jacobs, the super senior captain, told everybody to dress good, play good. So they all wore suits and did their hair and everything for their game here. They will come up after this. Just a reminder that all the booth seats are please take a this. Please join us tonight for the firework festivities after the last game. Okay. Coming out for his third inning of work is going to be the pitcher, Cooper Emery. Emery pitched a great game so far. The only man to reach base was was on an error. He got all the way to third there, and a sac fly brought him in. Nothing that the pitcher could have done much about that. So Brady Cristelli going to lead off this one. Strike called. 0-1. Cristelli 0 for 3 with a walk. Swing and a miss there. 0-2. Cristelli has 2 strikeouts in his 4 plate appearances. Delivered. Swing and a miss. There's number 3 for him. That's going to be the out. The second strikeout of the game here for Emory. Ethan Ayala now up. He had a fantastic game against in the one game yesterday against Papillion. He went 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and a run. He also pinch ran at the end of that one. That's called a strike at the top of the zone. 0-1. That's a strike. So 0-2. Emory pinpoints 2 pitches. Oh, 2. Emory throws one in the dirt, not swung on. 1-2 now. That's going to be popped up into foul territory. Going after it, the catcher makes the grab. So Porter able to track it down. He grabs it there. Out number 2 recorded on a pop-up. Mike Casillas, the only man to reach base against Emory so far this game, is back up. I call him the Hooded Bandit. He wears that hoodie underneath every jersey that he wears. At least he has out here. Might be some sort of luck charm, but he did get some luck on his last time up. On the error by the third baseman, allowing him to reach all the way to third and come around to be the only run of this game so far. Pitch. That's over and in. Breaking ball finds the zone. So first pitch strike there from Emory. Strike 2. We're ahead in the count already. 2 looked at balls there for Cooper Emory. Casillas down in the count. He fouls it away. We continue the count, or we continue this at bat. That's going to be in the dirt, so first ball issued. It's 1-2. Both teams playing at their absolute best right now. Both of these pitchers locked in. The defense is right there, and the hitters poised. 1-2. Fouled off again. I'm sure that he's lost at least 3 pounds in water today, but Casillas is ready for the 1-2. The hoodie is good luck or something. Swing and a miss! Strike 3, that'll be the inning. So Emory gets his 3rd strikeout. He takes the side down 1-2-3. Has not allowed a base runner since that error. And it's still a 1-0 game. To recap that inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on base. It is 1-1. Both pitchers, Easy Rojas and Cooper Emory, have only allowed 1 man on. It was a walk to Bryce Meacham, who worked an 0-2 to a 4-2 for next level, and an error on the third baseman, Drew Nelson, that allowed a man to score. Well, got him over to third, and the sac fly brought him in to score back at the very first at-bat of the game. Both of these pitchers locked in against very good hitters. Coming up now is going to be Cornbread Bradley. I've seen him pitch. Now, I have not seen him hit yet. Easy Rojas is a top 500 national player. He has a fastball that was clocked in the fall of 2022 at 91 miles per hour. He also possesses an 80 mile per hour curveball and an 81 mile per hour slider. He was a preseason All-American for the West region, according to Perfect Game this last year. Just to Lakewood High School. He got a little bit of college interest. I believe what I saw was he was going JUCO. But oh no, he's going to Gulf Coast State College, a JUCO in Florida, I believe. So yeah, going to Gulf Coast State. Easy Rojas, a top 500 recruit, number 29 or number 27 in Colorado. He has pitched a great game so far, only allowing the one man on. He did that with a trio of punch-outs. So Cornbread Bradley coming to the plate. He chops one. It's going to be fair. It falls right in front of the plate. It'll sit there. A single, infield single, gets about 4 feet from the plate. And Cornbread Williams will start out the hitting here in the top of the third, or the bottom of the third. That one bounced off the plate, just sat down right in front, and was just sitting there while Cornbread scampered over to first. A first hit of the game by either team will be an infield single by Cornbread Bradley. So that brings up the left fielder, Logan Chafin. Chafin's 1 for 4. He has a hit by pitch, 2 runs, and 2 stolen bases. That's going to be called low, 1-0. Gotta feel like a big weight taken off the back of this next level team, being able to get a hit like that. So 2-0, low ball there from Easy. Throwback did not get Bradley. It looked like maybe it could be, but the tag not applied in time by Calderon, and it remains 2-0. Cornbread gets back. Good pitch right down the middle, so 2-1. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. Throwing back! Not going to try a tag. I'm seeing a shine, a single stud earring in for Calderon, or maybe 2. I'm seeing a little glimmer. That's high. 3-1 now to Chafin. These are 2 great teams. The winner of this could decide who goes to the championship. Grounded up the middle, over to Casillas. Casillas grabs it, throw to first in time. Double play on the ground ball to the shortstop. So a 6-3 double play from Mike Casillas will erase Cornbread from the base paths and get the first and second out of the inning. All right. So that brings up Andrew Quarter. He pops it away for strike 1. Andrew Quarter, coming into this game, he is 0 for 3 at the moment, but he has 3 walks and 5 runs. He's a great leadoff man because a single is as good as a walk when you're the leadoff. That's a strike right down the middle on a changeup. I believe that he possesses a changeup, a curveball, a slider, and a fastball. Easy Rojas gives him the heater. It's chopped over to third. It's misplayed, and reaching first will be Quarter. He will get on base there. He does have a courtesy runner if they want a pinch run, but Quarter has 5 runs and 2 stolen bases on his own, so no reason to pinch run for the catcher here. That'll be an error on the third baseman. That is Tyler Clements. So that's the second time the leadoff man has reached first on error by the third baseman today. That's kind of strange. So, I mean, in this game, 1-0. Throwback, not in time. Gets close, though. Rojas has a real six-shooter on his arm there. Ball off the plate, 2-0. I'm just so grateful that these two teams did happen to match up in the pool play lineups. I was so happy to see that. That's a strike. 2-1. Definitely the two teams I pointed out and said, these two and the Hard Hats, those are contenders for the title here. Next level, we'll get to play the Hard Hats tomorrow. Fouled away and out of play. Over the fence just a little bit barely, so 2-2. Rojas has a trio of punch-outs. He needs one more to end the inning. It's 2-2. Rojas delivers. Up and away, going for second is Quarter. The play will not be made, so a stolen base from Quarter, and the count is filled. He started running after the ball was caught, it seemed at least. Trying to capitalize on the frame job the catcher was trying to make. Full count, delivery, fouled off. That one's into the parking lot. If Rojas was throwing 91 at the end of last season, I bet he's throwing 92, 93 at this point. So, Rojas, payoff pitch, delivered. In the dirt, that'll be a walk. Going for third is Quarter. The throw not going to be in time. He will take third. So he will take third on a wild pitch. The walk will put a man on first. And there's one in scoring position now for next level with one out. And the Warhawk commit Bryce Meacham up to bat. Good work to foul off those balls from Shin. Meacham got the walk earlier. He was the first man to reach base after turning an 0-2 into a 4-2 in the first. That's right down the middle. So 0-1. A little bit of a looper. Throw to first. Caught off the bounce there by Calderon. He's playing a great defensive first base this game. They put a different first baseman in this game. There was an error on the first baseman last game for Pueblo. 0-1. Meacham! Smacked down the line and foul. That was a hard hit ball, but it did go foul by a good 3-4 feet. 0-2 now to Bryce Meacham. He worked this exact count into a walk his last time up. Rojas gonna be uphill battle, swing and a miss! Right down the middle. Meacham upset, two men stranded. It remains 1-0. Easy. Rojas gets out of the inning. And that'll do it for the third. We go into the top of the fourth. Still a 1-0 game. But the first hit recorded of the game. And we are nearly halfway through. It is 1-0. It's been a fantastic game from both sides so far. So to recap the inning, to recap that bottom of the third for next level, they give one hit, they score no runs, no earned runs. There is an error on the third baseman, that is Clements, and two men are left aboard. It remains 1-0. This game is a margin of inches on either side. As to be expected from two great teams that are entering this tournament, trying to win it all. 3-0 Pueblo, 2-0 next level. The games for next level in Pueblo tomorrow. Pueblo will play their final game against Rocky Mountain, who is 2-2 at the moment. They will play that game at 11:30. Then Next Level will play a 4:30 estimated time because, you know, things bump back as you saw today between Next Level and Missoula. And then Next Level versus the Hard Hats will be at 7 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss that. You're not going to want to miss the next game either. After this is Missoula versus the Post 22 Hard Hats. 30 minutes following the end of the game, there will be the fireworks show put on here at Fitzgerald Stadium. That'll all be filmed and live streamed. You won't want to miss it. All right. Top of the fourth. Leading off for the Azteca is Easy Rojas. He is now 5 for 8 with 2 home runs. He is a very, very dangerous batter. He has 4 runs, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, and is 5 for 8. He has been one of the best, most efficient hitters in this tournament. 0-1. That is reached on and poked into left, so a leadoff single by Rojas. That makes him 6 for 9 now. The funny number. All right. Tyler Clements. He is D2. He got the sac fly to bring in Casillas back in the first, the only run that is scored. I just realized that's the first hit that has come off of the pitcher, Cooper Emery, today. That is hit high and foul. So 0-1. Cooper Emery. Yeah, that's the first base runner he's allowed voluntarily. The other one was by an error. But who else but Easy Rojas to be the one to break that shutout? So 0-1. Clements. He got a homer in the last game. A solo shot. He fouls that off. It's going to be out of play. Out of play by about, we'll say 8 feet. 0-2. That's going to be lined over to second. Handled. Throw to short is off the mark by DiBenedetto. There is collision on the base paths. And I don't know if that'll go down as an error. Nonetheless, man reaches first. Still nobody out in this inning. I agree with the bird there. All right. Some bunt defense being played here in preparation of Jason Arriola. Arriola struck out looking to Emery in the first. They're going to come talk, maybe with the umpire, maybe with the pitcher. Surely not with Emery. That wasn't on Emery. Talking to Shin and the umpire. There was a collision there on the base paths between the runner, Easy Rojas, and the shortstop, Eli Shin, before the ball went over his glove. If that was intentional, it would be runner interference. If it was not intentional, it would be an error on DiBenedetto. All right, they talk it over. No interference call. Easy Rojas heps over to second. So 2 men on, nobody out. Cooper Emery getting ready. 2 errors. Probably both becoming quite costly here for this Next Level team. This whole game is a game of inches. Every mistake will be one that you pay for with 2 teams functioning at this high a level. Emery, first pitch off the plate for a ball, 1 out. 1-0. Ariola. The cleanup man with 2 men on. That's a ball off the edge of the plate just a little. So Emery behind in the count 2-0. That's a strike, top right of the zone. Good pitch there from Emery. He paints the corner. Top right from his perspective, by the way. The lefty Ariola settling in. Off the plate, 3-1 now. Emery on the verge of walking the bases loaded with nobody out. That's off the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out here. It's turning into a problem here for next level. Everybody moves up a base. A little bit of a mound visit between the players themselves. We have a pinch runner, courtesy runner for the catcher Ariola. That's number 4. That is going to be John Gonzalez. Yep, you heard that right. There are 2 John Gonzalez's. One for Pueblo and one for this next level team. It messed me up too. So a pinch runner, John Gonzalez, going to come on at first. He's standing right next to John Gonzalez over at first. 1-0. That's popped up out of play. 1-1. It is wild. I can get 2 John Gonzalez's in one photo. To distinguish the two, John Gonzalez, the next level player, ends with a Z. The other one, John Gonzalez, the Pueblo player, ends with an S. 1-1. That's a no high. I thought that could have been in. 2-1. That one is going to be hit into center. Jennings underneath it makes the grab. Coming home is the runner. They're going to throw in. Not going to make the play. He slides in. Easy Rojas comes across. Azteca take a 2-0 lead here. The third baseman, the man at third, comes home. The other 2 stay put. So a sac fly successful for Andrew Plute. And it becomes a 2-run game. So men on first and second, 1 out. That brings up Holton Calderon. He was 0 for 3 in his first game, but he had an RBI. So that's a foul tip, strike 1. Calderon flew out to left his last time up. Emery, the 0-1. Popped up, maybe playable. The catcher going after it, makes the grab. Out number 2, the runner told to go back to the base. That is going to be Quarter. Andrew Quarter makes the out. That'll bring up Braxton Vale. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th. Braxton Vale comes up. He's 1 for 6 in this tourney, but he has a double and a run, and he is going to the next level playing at a JUCO. So 0-1. Emery takes the lead. Emery hailing from Lakeland, Florida. Vale swings, doesn't quite get that. He's frustrated. He wishes he could have that back, but he Strikes that. Very muscular physique here on Vail, I must say. All right, 0-2. Emery, an out away from the end of the inning, or a strike away from the end of the inning. Vail, a strike away, or a moonshot away from a 3-run lead. Neither of the runs that have come across have been earned to Emery, thanks to a pair of errors on the defense, though both of them have been cashed in on by Pueblo. That's strike 3. The curveball finds the zone, and Emery gets out of the 4th, able to strike out Vail, strand 2 runners. He does well with a bases loaded, nobody out situation, as good as pretty much anybody can. And going into the bottom of the 4th, Pueblo leads 2-0. That's K number 4 for Emery. In that inning, there was 1 hit, no run, or 1 run for Pueblo. That run was unearned. There was 1 error on the 3rd baseman, or on the 2nd baseman, John DiBenedetto. And then there was there were 2 men left on base. It is 2-0 here, going into the bottom of the 4th. Next level, trying to get something going. Both of the errors that have occurred for next level both came back to bite them. Those represent the 2 runs on the scoreboard. Both of the runs were allowed to keep existing on the base paths because the error did not get them out. They tried to get the lead runner out. That ended up being the man who came home. That was Easy Rojas. And then they tried to get the leadoff man out at first, and an error allowed him to reach 3rd and come home in the 1st. Coming up now for next level, John Gonzalez. He is 6 for 8 on this tourney, batting a clean 750.
Coming to the plate, first baseman, number 19, Gonzalez.
He has been so dangerous this tourney. I would border on saying that it's either him or Easy Rojas probably have been the best hitters in this tourney right now, and they're going to face each other once again. Round 1 went to Easy with a strikeout looking. Here comes round 2. First pitch, strike over the outside part of the plate. Fastball there. This field just oozing with talent. 0-1. That's strike 2 right down the middle. Another fastball. Gonzalez now facing an 0-2 count. Pitch. Off the plate, 1-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. They're going to have to throw to first in time. So out number 1 is recorded. A 2nd strikeout of the game for Gonzalez. Easy Rojas up to his 5th K. That'll bring up Chance Jennings. Jennings is 3 for 7 in this tournament with a pair of hit by pitches. Somehow has no runs. Doesn't feel like that should be true. He gets on base a lot and he's fast. Off of the plate, 1-0. Easy Rojas. Allowed just the 1 hit so far. That one is going to be hit hard into foul territory. That would have gotten to the warning track had it stayed fair. That was how far that ball was hit. Probably not gotten out against these tall walls out in right field, but... Alright, Easy Rojas fouled again. That was a high pitch. Jennings swatted at it, got a piece of it. 1-2. One out here. 1-2 to Chance. Low. Good call by the ump on the edge there. 2-2. That was a close one, and the ball going so fast it's hard to determine. This ump is locked in, 2-2. Swing and a miss on the off speed. So Jennings a little quick on that one. That's out number 2. Second strikeout in this inning. Up to 6 now for Easy Rojas. That brings up Drew Nelson, the third baseman. Nelson, he struck out looking his last time up. That's down and away. That'll be a wild pitch, 1 out. Nobody on for it to affect. The odd sitter by Cornbread Bradley remains the only hit so far against Easy Rojas today. That's going to be down. That was a borderline call. That was another good one by the ump. I agree. That was a little below the knees. 2 out. Taken outside. 3-0 now. Drew Nelson on the verge of a walk. Be the first walk he earned in this tournament so far. Outside of, I guess, pitching. 3-0. Rojas, that's a strike right down Maine. Oh, this is Maddox, or this is Hatcher Maddox. Okay, so we had a pinch hitter for Drew Nelson. He drives it right up the middle. That's going to get into center. There's some time for it to roll. So a single this inning, not over, as Hatcher Maddox slaps one through the gap. That brings up John DiBenedetto. Benedetto flew out to right last time. That's a strike. Edge of the plate. Good pitch there. 0-1. Oh, Maddox Hatcher. Sorry. I'm just so used to Maddox being a last name. That is going to be hit into the gap in right center. Brought down by the center fielder. It hung a little too long, and that'll be the inning. So through 4, the Azteca, Pueblo Azteca lead 2-0. Easy Rojas maintains the shutout after allowing the single from Maddox Hatcher. So to recap that inning, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 1 man left on base. Still a shutout for Easy Rojas. Coming back out for his 5th inning of work is going to be the pitcher, Cooper Emery. Emery pitching a masterpiece so far. He's allowed 1 hit in this game. Struck out 4. The 2 runs that have scored, both unearned and directly tied to errors that should have gotten them out. Thank you. Okay. Getting ready. We enter the top of the 5th. That'll be 6 more frames to go in this game here, unless we need extras. Past the halfway point, it is 2-0. Both of these teams incredibly talented and firing on all cylinders. Both of the pitchers doing so as well. All right, pitch here. That's right down the middle. Here to the hitter. That is Brady Cristelli, the right fielder. Fouls that off. 0-2 now. Cristelli getting set. Takes one inside and high. So 1-2 now to Cristelli. Maddox has 4 strikeouts today. Cristelli does not have a hit in this tourney. He fouls it off. The at-bat will continue. Next Level brought a lot of players with them. I'm sure they've got a deep bullpen in the event that they need. In the event that the pitcher Emery runs out of pitches that he can throw. That is going to be hit up the left field line. That'll be a single. Leadoff single from Brady Cristelli. That's his first hit of the tournament, second hit of the day for the Azteca as a whole. So leadoff single, that's how they started the fourth before they got that run. So Ethan Ayala now up. He is 2 for 4 on this tournament. He popped out to the catcher quarter last time up. Bunt shown and popped up. Quarter gets it again. That's back-to-back pop-ups to the catcher now for Ayala. The sacrifice bunt, no good. So Cristelli sits over there on first. Up comes the leadoff man, Mike Casillas. With his hoodie on, he is ready. I might add, he has played nearly or more than 5 hours of consecutive baseball in that hoodie out in maybe 82, 83 degree heat. So, I don't know. I mean, it just feels like he's got to have sweat a lot. Maybe lost a few pounds of water weight. Pitch. Strike one, delivered there by Emery, right down the top, or right in the top of the zone. Emery pitching masterfully, but that single threatening to come back and bite him as he faces the top of the order. Off of the plate, 1-1. Emery delivers, grounded up the middle, handled by Shin. Shin to DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto not going to be able to make the second out, but they get the lead runner. Out number 2 is recorded. Fielder's choice will allow Casillas to reach first. He is the tournament leader in stolen bases, so got to watch out for that. Casillas, a hooded bandit over there. He has 5 stolen bases in this tourney. That is 2 more than anybody else so far. He takes off. It's fouled. He'll go back. So 0-1. Quarter going to have his hands full here with Casillas. He's quite a great defensive catcher so far. Hasn't been tested with his arm yet. All right, 0-1 now to Easy Rojas. Rojas got a single his last time against Emery. Taken, called strike in the bottom of the zone. Great pitch there, paints the corner, 0-2 now. Easy Rojas, 1 for 2 in the battles against Emery so far today. He came around to score in the last one thanks to an error. 0-2. Taking off and grounded towards short. Shin bobbles it, and reaching base will be Rojas. That was Eli Shin's that is his first error of the day. 3rd error overall for the Next Level baseball team. They just keep piling up, and every time they seem to make an error, the man they're supposed to get out seems to score. Got a feel for Emery. He's done nothing wrong here. Pitch. Fouled off. This is to the CSU Pueblo third baseman, Tyler Clemens. He hit a 2-run ball, or he hit a solo shot in the last game against Papillion earlier today. He reached on an error last time up on the DiBenedetto throw to second. 0-1. Just need 1 out. Pitch. hits him in the back. That's a 90-mile-per-hour fastball between the shoulder blades, and that'll get on the bases. You can hear that one. It bounced completely out of maybe a good 4 or 5 feet off of him, and the bases are now loaded. Emery hits his first batter. And the cleanup man is up to bat. Arriola. He is in here. He got a walk his last time up. A walk would bring in a run as well. Bases are loaded, 2 outs to Jason Arriola. 3 for 5 on the tournament, batting .600. It's a good time to remind you, if you are enjoying this broadcast, please give it a like. That helps other people see it. Especially from your own community, so it's regional. 1-0. Taken up and away, 2-0 now. So Emery behind in the count with the bases loaded here, 2 outs. Up and away, he is down 3-0. Emery on the doorstep of walking in a run. Arriola, he had a 3-0. Almost certainly won't swing here. That's right down the middle. Emery locates 3-1. The 3-1. That's called strike in the upper part of the zone. He paints the top right corner from his perspective, and we're looking at a bases loaded, 2 outs. Everybody's going to run on that one no matter what. The payoff pitch. That's in the zone. Bottom. He locates. He strands 3 runners. That's the final out in the top of the 5th. Nobody comes along. They still trail 2-0. But Emery saves the Azteca from any more runs coming across. Next level still trails 2-0. That was a big pitch from down 3-0 in the count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Jackson Emery comes through. The manager for Next Level Baseball, that is going to be Corbin Weeks. Or, sorry, no, that's Scott Considine, I believe, is talking to all the players outside of the dugout. Some sort of message as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Massive strikeout there. Beautifully located pitch. Hard fastball, top right of the zone. Gets Arriola to look at it. And the ump makes the right call. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for Emery through 5. That puts him just 1 behind Rojas. To recap that inning, the Azteca, 1 hit. They have no runs, no earned runs. There is 1 error on the shortstop, Eli Shin. And 3 men are left on. Nobody scores. It remains 2-0. All right, Rojas coming out for his 5th inning of work. So far in the game, he is pitching a 1-hit shutout, or 2-hit shutout here. Wait, no 1 hit, no 2 hit, because Drew Nelson got 1. Or sorry, not Drew Nelson, Maddox Hatcher got 1. So we are looking at a 2-hit shutout so far for Easy Rojas. He will come up to Cornbread Bradley. Bradley got a single in the last inning on a ball that just kind of sat there. He chops one over to second. Handled cleanly. Throw to first is off of the bag. He will be safe. The throw is off of the bag from the second baseman, Ayala. That means Calderon has to step off, tries to make the tag on Bradley. Bradley eludes it, and he will reach first on the error. So that'll be an error on Ayala, allowing the man to reach base. This Pueblo team has done a good job of making the making next level baseball pay for every mistake they make. We'll see if that's the same thing. Bradley reaches first for the second time. Coming up now, Logan Chafin. He takes one high, 1-0. Chafin grounded out into a double play that got him and Cornbread out back in the third. Chafin twitches at one that falls in the zone, 1-1. On the slider, I would call that, I believe. So 1-1. Called strike right down the middle, 1-2. Rojas pounds the zone with a heater. Looking for K number 7. Rojas delivers. That's a little bit low. That'll be taken for a ball, 2-2. This umpire calling a great game so far, all in all. That was just low, borderline, lays off the strike call, so 2-2. That one is going to be hit into the gap in left center. Going back for it and not going to be able to make the grab. It gets out there. Casilla throws it in. And Bradley will stop at third. A double. Moving 2 men in scoring position from Logan Chafin. That'll bring up the top of the order. Coming up now is going to be Andrew Quarter. All right, just a moment. All right, strike one. That was the national anthem singers wondering where to go. So 0-1 here to Quarter. Quarter reached on error earlier and struck out in the first. That's a strike right down the middle. That one had some extra zip, maybe 92. All right, 0-2 to Quarter. 2 men in scoring position here. The tying run on second. Rojas delivers in the dirt. Handled well by the catcher. I might add, Ariola must be very happy to be with Rojas. Pretty much nothing he throws is wild. 1-2. In the dirt, it pops up. I nearly jinxed it. Ariola keeps it in front of him, saving Cornbread from coming home. So 2-2 now in the count. So 2-2 count here. Nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Rojas delivers inside. Full count. 3 consecutive balls taken there by Andrew Quarter. Quarter has 3 walks in his 2 games of play. He fouls that one off. Just gets enough of it, and it'll remain a full count. All right. Full count. Rojas delivers. It's going to be smacked into right. That's going to get down. Bradley comes home. Chafin held up at third. And the throw to home would have maybe gotten him. Nonetheless, next level gets on the board with a single by Andrew Quarter. RBI single. Suddenly back-to-back hits off of Rojas here. I think Rojas going to last as long as he is able to pitch in this game, unless Pueblo has a relief ace that they want to put in. So men on first and third. Still nobody out in this inning. Quarter leading off. He does have a stolen base. He has 2 of them, actually. Taken high, 1-0. So 2 stolen bases for Quarter. Very good chance he takes off. I might add Ariola, a very good defensive catcher. Swing and a miss. Ariola, a pitcher as well. I believe that's his primary position as a closer. He closed out the game against Papillion just a minute ago. So he's got quite the arm on him. Throw back to first. They don't get him. The ball gets through the legs of Calderon and doesn't get too far. Thinking about running home, though, was going to be Logan Chafin. So another error being cashed in on, in that fact that Chapin reached on an error by the second baseman Ayala that got, Bradley, Cornbread Bradley reached first on an error, and that man came in to score. Taking off his quarter, never mind, he comes back. Strike swinging, it's 2-2 now. All right, Rojas, 2-2 count here to Eli Shin. Shin got a walk and grounded out so far. Pitch. That's going to be a little bit low. Full count. Rojas definitely having to earn his strikes here tonight. Still no outs in this inning. Rojas looking to Eli Shin. Shin allowed an error in that last inning. Loading the bases, taken off the plate. Shin takes his second walk. Bases are loaded, nobody out. This is identical to the top of the inning. They're going to have a little bit of a chat between Arriola, I think, and the... Never mind. They're all good. So, Porter heads over to second on the walk. So now Bryce Meacham up, the right fielder. That's a strike. He came up with men on last time in the third and struck out swinging to end the inning. So it's 0-1. Still nobody out in this inning. Bases are loaded. In the top of the fifth, there was nobody out. Bases were loaded for Cooper Emery. Emery got a sac fly, then got 2 more outs, and just surrendered the 1 run. That's the standard Rojas has to bear here. Taken up and outside, 2-1 now. Meacham has a chance here to not only tie the game, but possibly give the lead to Next Level Baseball with even a base hit. Swing and a miss, strike 2. On deck is John Gonzalez, the leading hitter in this tournament. Two-two. Up and away, handled well by Arriola, saving the run from coming across on a wild pitch. Full count now for Rojas. Easy Rojas. Takes a deep breath. Full count. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Up by 1. He delivers. Payoff pitch. Up and outside. Meacham takes a walk. Coming home will be Chapin. The game is tied. Still nobody out. These next level players really just working the count against Chafin. That is the third, or against Rojas. That is the third full count issued in a row between Porter, Shin, and Meacham. That was enough to walk both Shin and Meacham, who worked the count in their favor, got to full and took a ball. Division only possible with a good ump. The ump doing a great job out here. So it is 2-2. Still nobody out. Bases are loaded. The coach going to come talk with Rojas. Doubt he's going to get pulled. He seems to be the one man here that is able to do a very good job against this team. He seems like the best pitcher that I've seen from Pueblo by a margin. And here, with the bases loaded, the cleanup man, John Gonzalez. 6 RBIs to his name so far this tourney. He fouls 1. 0-1. Count. Rojas delivers, grounded up the middle. Going to be controlled by Casilla. Throw to first. Not in time. The man will come home. The man on second out, right? So Leacham gets out at second. The fielder's choice. Next level brings home one. They now have the lead. One out. Able to leg it out as Gonzalez on a fielder's choice. So that brings home quarter from third. Shin now on third. So it's Shin on third, Gonzalez on first. One out here in the inning. And all 3 runs scored inch by inch by this next level team. This brings up Jennings. Chance Jennings, so far this game, a strikeout and a ground out. That's taken up and outside. That one felt pretty close. 1-0. The energy, palpable. Down. Arriola controls it. 2-0. Pitch is smacked into right. Handled. Right fielder makes the grab. And not tagging up is the man on third. The sac fly opportunity is squandered. So that was a hard enough hit ball that had Shin been tagged at third, he would have came home probably. Instead, nobody advances on the fly out to right. That's out number 2. Bringing up this is Maddox Hatcher. He got a single last time. He hits that into deep left. It's going. It's off the wall. Coming around to score is going to be Shin. Sitting at third is going to be the runner. That's Gonzalez. It's 4-2 on a hit to the wall. That's a double from Maddox Hatcher. He is now 2 for 2 in this game. An RBI recorded, bringing home Shin. It is now 4-2 in Next Level Baseball's favor. Brings up the only man not to hit so far this inning, John DiBenedetto. Man they call Devo. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. He's on a 5 at-bat streak, not able to bring anybody in or get on base. So that's a ball 1-0. Glove put on it as if he were a hockey goalie by Arriola. Pitch. That's a strike outside of the zone. 1-1. Rojas trying to get out of this trouble. It's only, it is 2 runs of a deficit, a 4-run inning, but that's not something that's incomparable. This Pueblo team came back from 5 down in this last game. Though it would definitely be very hard against this next level baseball pitching staff. 2-0. Fouled off. And that'll make it a 2-2 count here for DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto. 2 men on, 2 outs, 2-2. Easy Rojas delivers. That is going to be hit into the gap in left center. It's getting down. Vale not able to get it on the bounce. Coming home are 2 more runs. That's Gonzalez and Maddox. And Hatcher. So that'll be 2 more runs on the double by DiBenedetto. That is a huge hit that breaks open this game. So Pueblo needing to stop the bleeding. They're going to come talk out with the pitcher. It appears they're making a substitution. It seems like Vale is going to come in from left field, exchange his glove. He's going to relieve Easy Rojas. So able to get Easy Rojas off of the mound now after his first 4 innings of tremendous work. The claps are already starting. He hasn't even left the middle of the infield. My guess is Easy's just going to slot over to short. He will. So, oh no, he's slotting over to second in favor. So Ayala comes out for whoever they're putting in left. Oh, that's going to be Robinson's in left. Robinson was in... Oh, he wasn't in this. Okay. So that means Donovan Robinson is subbing in for the second baseman, Ethan Ayala. He will be playing left field, and that'll bring Braxton Vale to the mound. This has been a scoring explosion. The Next Level Baseball team finally got through the defenses of Easy Rojas and have piled on a ton of runs, most of which happening on at least one out. Then you look back at the top of this inning, where Cooper Emery stranded the bases loaded with a strikeout. Think about how big that was. Now that the lead keeps extending here for Next Level Baseball. So Emery will leave the pitching. Coming up for the second time this inning, Cornbread Bradley. Bradley has reached base both times. This inning opened with an error, meaning that everything passed out number 2, so 3 of the runs will be unearned. The other 3 will be earned, 2 of them will be earned because one of them was Cornbread himself. So that means that only Chafin's run and Andrew Quarter's run are going to be earned runs because that error could have ended the inning had it been recorded. So the first pitch here from Vale to Cornbread. Braxton Vale coming in. Swing and a foul tip, 0-1. I believe it's just 0-1. I don't know where we got that other strike from. On the scoreboard it says 0-2. Fouled off him, so now we're definitely at 2 strikes. No confusion now. Rojas, a very impressive start. To blank Next Level Baseball for 4 innings is something special. 0-2. Pitch is going to be hit. Ooh, about we'll say 18 inches off of third base there on one that could have rode the line into the corner. So we're back to 0-2 with Cornbread Bradley. Vale, some serious break on his pitches. Left-hander delivers. In the dirt, did Cornbread go? Safe. So, ball. So, 1-2 to Bradley. Delivered. In the dirt, bouncer, 2-2. Vale spikes that one. Arriola keeps it in front of him. Arriola playing a great defensive catcher tonight. Crowds pile in here for firework night. The game was set to start at 7 o'clock. It is 6:56 now. And the game here still in the 5th, largely thanks to that 15-12 game earlier with Rocky Mountain and Premier West to start out the day. The full count, delivered. Ooh, that's a low one, pretty close to the zone. Put a man on. So Full count. That's a walk. Cornbread has reached base all 3 times he has been up. He moves an 0-2 into a 3-2 and takes the walk. Up comes Logan Chafin. He got a double that really started out the hitting in this inning. He will come up for the second time. A double would bring in probably, well, it would bring in 1. Because even when the double happened last time, Cornbread was on the bases and only got to third. That's a strike. Fastball delivered. I might add Vail putting a lot of torque in there, tilting his body a ton as he throws the ball. 0-1. Vail. Throws one down. 1-1. I don't think half these people coming in know the kind of game they're seeing right now. Between 2 amazing teams at the top of the standings, really, more or less. 1-1. Ooh, that's an inside ball, fought off and lined towards the dugout. 1-2. 1-2. Pitch. In the dirt, it hits off of the hand of the umpire, and going back to first is Cornbread. They've got him in a rundown. Calderon gives it over. Tag is applied there by Casillas, and that'll be the inning. So, thanks to the ump's hand that got crushed there on the bouncing ball, Cornbread thought it got past, which it did, but it hit off the ump, didn't get too far. He gets caught in a rundown, and that'll be the inning. A very successful bottom of the 5th for Next Level. The Azteca now trail by 4, looking to make their comeback in the top of the 6th. So, to recap the bottom of the 5th for Next Level Baseball. There were 3 hits. There were 6 runs. Sorry, there were 4 hits. 4 hits, 6 runs. 3 of them were earned, or 2 of them were earned, because the Cornbread one didn't earn. There was 1 error on the second baseman, Ayala. And there was one man left on base. So, they score 6, going from down 2-0 to up 6-2 in this game that has championship implications. Coming back out for his 6th inning of work, Cooper Emery. Emery pitched a masterpiece so far. Let's talk about what Easy Rojas did. Easy Rojas, he pitches 4.2 innings. So 4 2/3 innings pitched. He has 2 earned runs. He strikes out 6 Next Level players. And he would be the man recording the loss if this were to go to, if the Pueblo Azteca are unable to make the comeback. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. This is to Andrew Plute. We got a lot of fans from both sides here enjoying the game. A lot of let's go Plute. That's a strike right down the middle. So 0-2 for Emery. Taken a little bit low. A 1-2 count here to Plute. Taken high. It puts a little bit of a wind on the inside of the jersey of Plute. I'm moving the stream for Missoula down to at least 7:45. It'll probably be more like 8. But that being said, the light doesn't get dark here in South Dakota for a long time this time of year anyways. So full count. Emery delivering to the leadoff man. Payoff pitch is high and it hits him in the sternum. He's feeling that one. Takes off his gear and forgot his helmet. He has to go out there. That hit him right in the chest in between his pecs. So he seems fine though. That'll put a man on first to start out this inning. Colton Calderon now up. He is 0 for 2 in this game with a pop-up to the catcher and a fly out to left. Leading off is Plute from first base. It's 1-0. Gonzalez keeping watch. That's high. It gets to the backstop. A wild pitch. And that'll be the second ball. Plute will easily reach second on one that gets all the way to the netting before making contact. A ball exchanged. And Emery going to receive a visit here from the manager. This is Scott Considine, I believe. So Plute reaches second. It's a 2-0 count. They're talking to Emery. It doesn't look like they're going to pull it. Emery is the pitcher of record at this point. If the game goes on and Pueblo is unable to equalize, he would earn the win. It is just the top of the 6th in this highly competitive game. Emery stranded the bases loaded last inning. So 2-0. Emery here to Calderon. That's a strike inside of the plate. 2-1. Emery, complete control over his balls. He knows where they're going within a 2 or 3 inch margin. Except for that one wild pitch that just happened. So 2-1. Plute leads off quite a bit from second. Stepping off the mound is Emery, making sure that no funny business occurs. 2-1. Taken high from Calderon. 3-1. Fouled off. Full count now to Calderon. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Man on second base. The pitch. He takes it at the eyes. That'll be a walk. How many walks does Emery have on this game? This is his second walk issue. Just like pretty much every walk in this entire game, it was a well-worked full count walk. Coming up now is the former left fielder, now relief pitcher, Braxton Vale. Vale, the intimidating left-handed hitter. Pulls back a bunt for a ball. 1-0. That's a strike right down Main Street. 1-1. A packed house here for firework night. Fouled off. Speaking of packed house, we got to watch out for all those kids going after the balls. It is such a crowded concourse, they might be running into people. where the foul balls might hit him. Everybody should keep eyes on the field at all times. So 1-2. The 1-2. Vale takes it up and away. 2-2. No strikes or strikeouts come easy in this game. This is a showdown between 3-0 and 2-0 for likely a spot in the championship. Popped up into foul territory. Running after it is the third baseman. He can't make the grab. It lands just, it pretty much bounces on the top of the fence there. And it's a full count now, or it's a 2-2 count still. Thank you for tuning in to this thrilling game between Next Level Baseball and the Pueblo Azteca. Vale gets low, scouts out the competition. 2-2. Emery delivers. That's low, and it'll be a full count to Braxton Vale. 2 men on, nobody out. A walk just issued on a full count to Holton Calderon. Pitch. Popped up into shallow right. Coming in is Meacham. Meacham calls for it. Makes the grab. Nobody advances. So out number 1 recorded on the pop out to Bryce Meacham. That brings up Brady Cristelli. Cristelli didn't get his first hit in the tourney until last inning. He led off the inning with a single and was caught in a double play, or caught in a fielder's choice on a ground out by Mike Casillas. With some pine tar applied to his white batting helmet. Cristelli getting set. Man on first and second, 1 out. Yet again, trying to get out of a 0-out situation that isn't very good is going to be Cooper Emery. Strike. In the event that Next Level Baseball wins, they will play 2 games. If they win that game at the beginning of tomorrow night, they could play Post 22, who plays after this. If Post 22 plays, they could play 2 undefeated teams when they're undefeated. That's a strike. I mean, regardless of what they do tonight, it could be an undefeated game as long as Post 22 takes care of Missoula later today. Right after this. So 0-2. Emery checks on the runner. Delivers. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Beautiful work there. Got the man to swing through it before it even showed up. And a 3-pitch strikeout to Brady Cristelli. That is K number 6. Ties him with Rojas on the day. And brings up Ethan Ayala. This is left fielder Donovan Robinson. Taken strike. Emery gets the first pitch strike. That's been part of his MO today. It's 0-1 here to Robinson. Swing and a miss. High pitch. Climbing the ladder. So after allowing the first 2 on a hit by pitch and a walk, it looks like right now Cooper Emery might be getting out of it yet again. This would be his 6th and 7th runners stranded. That's in the dirt. And Quarter runs around, gets over to it. 1-2. Cooper Emery from Lakeland, Florida. Looking at a 1-2 here. Runner takes off. It does not matter. Emery strikes out the final man. 2 consecutive strikeouts. That's K number 7. He strands 2 in the top of the 6th. Nobody scores for the Azteca despite the early start, and entering the bottom of the 6th, it is still next level 6. Azteca 2. Cooper Emery putting up an incredible performance. To recap the inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs. There was no error on next level. 2 men were left aboard. Azteca stick with 2 runs. 2 runs seemed like a lot an inning ago when it was 2-0, and now it seems like a lot less, down by double it. So Braxton Vale going to come to the mound yet again. He got the final out of last inning. Well, he showed up, and then Cornbread got a walk off of him, and then Cornbread got out because the ball bounced off of the umpire's hand. Well, and a good throw from Ariola, I guess. So Logan Chafin going to lead off this inning. Chafin got a double in the last inning. That's a strike. And it's going to be hit down the middle. Jumping up and not making the grab is the center fielder. That is Casillas. That'll be an error on the center fielder, I believe. We'll see. Is that a hit or an error? Nonetheless, man shows up on second base. That was misjudged, I think. It was a liner that went a little bit hard than Casillas thought it was going to. Called a hit. So a leadoff double for Chafin, his second double of the night. Coming up now is Andrew Corder. Logan Chafin having himself a night here, looking for his second run. 0-1 for Vale. Vale delivering to Corder. Chafin takes a few steps off, and so does Vale. Vale, a pitcher first, hitter second. In the dirt, it gets away. And going to third base now on the wild pitch is going to be Logan Chafin. So another run in just 90 feet away from the plate for Corder. 1-1. Corder had an RBI single back in the 5th that brought home Chafin. A single would bring him in this inning too. Pitch. That's a strike right down the middle. 1-2. Pitch inside. A little bit of a quick one there from Vale, but off of the plate. Corder great at defending that zone and drawing walks. He has 3 walks so far and only got his first hit last inning. 2-2. High pitch, full count. Vale tries to get him to climb the ladder, is unable to. Vale yet to get a K. Taken high. Corder draws his 4th walk of the tourney. And now, man on the corner, still nobody out. Eli Shin up. He got a walk both of the last 2 times he showed up. He has a ground out in the other time, so 2 for 3 on the walk. That's a strike delivered by Vale. Vale clearly intimidated by these hitters. Nibbling around the zone, except for on the first pitch. 0-1. High and outside. 1-1. That would be intimidated too. Vale. Gives one in the dirt. Going for second is Quarter. The throw not in time. So Quarter will head to second unobstructed. 2-1. Second wild pitch for Vail that has advanced the runners. Both now in scoring position for a 2-1 count here to Eli Shin. Shin, when he has swung the bat, is 2 for 7. Swinging and a miss there on whatever kind of sliding action there happened on the outside of the zone. It's lefty on lefty, able to do some more stuff. That is going to be hit into right field. That's line coming around and staying at third. Never mind. Will be the hitter there. That is Quarter, going to stay at third. A line drive single into right from Shin adds another run onto everything. Braxton Vail getting a signal from Arriola. So that's an RBI single for Shin. Bringing Quarter over to third. And Chafin comes in to score his second run of the night. That's taken. I'll just be back. That's the 2 doors one. The big one. Yeah. That's a strike. So 0-2. Runner takes second base apparently. Somebody lost a wall. I'm the closest box to the concourse. People, they see me in here, they think I'm the PA. I get it. So stolen base, 0-2. That goes down and it gets to the edge of the, off of the netting. Next Level extends the lead on a wild pitch by Vail. It's starting to unravel. Next Level kept on putting pressure on pressure on pressure, and Rojas was able to handle it more or less until he cracked in the 5th. Vail, unable to record it out here by his own accord through his first 4 batters. 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. This is by far the most viewers we've ever had on the stream, and it deserves to be. This is a very good game between 2 very good teams. Pitch from Vail. Taken off of the plate. That was close. Full count. This is to Meacham. Meacham, a walk, and got out on a fielder's choice last time. That's low. So another walk. Still unable to find that final strike is Vail. The catcher looks into the bullpen, but nobody will come out. So Arriola is going to talk with Vail now. That's the 3rd full count walk by Bryce Meacham. That's the kind of thing that wins you games. If you're enjoying the stream, give it a like. I want to thank everybody for being here and our sponsors for making it possible, as you can see there on the bottom of the screen. We're doing every game of this Firecracker tourney. They're going to take out Vail. So Braxton Vail goes a 1/3 of an inning. He earns 2 runs and would earn, if Quarter comes home, or Shin comes home from 3rd, that would also be enough to bring him in. That's a cool bird right there. It's puffy and white. I like it. Right. 2 earned runs for Vail. 0 strikeouts. He leaves the game. In his place will be a righty. number 5, that is Robinson. It should be. So, the man who they subbed into left, that is Donovan Robinson, will come in to pitch now. Throwing some good strikes in the warm-up. So somebody must have replaced him in left. Oh, it was probably just Vale going back to his position. Yeah, it is. So Vale's going back into left. Reminder, this Pueblo team played a 8-7 thriller against Papillion just before this. They are significantly gassed. This is about the 5th hour in succession that they have played baseball.
You got my wallet? Or the sheet?
No, it's in the other. 2 down. Okay. They found the wallet guy. Rejoice. Thank you for the likes. Glad you all are here. There is sun illuminating Robinson, and then the ball goes into a shadow once it leaves that. That could mess with the hitter's vision, but not for Gonzalez. He hits it deep into left center. It's going to get to the wall. Coming around is going to be, that's going to be 2 runs. Meacham comes in. Gonzalez, 2-run double. He improves to 700 on the tournament. And Next Level hits double digits. That's a walk-off. I didn't even think about that possibility. But in just 2 innings, Next Level goes from down 2-6, or down 2-0, to walking off in the bottom of the 6th, 10-2. Next Level Baseball takes off the number 1 team. They are now 3-0. Pueblo now 3-1. They fall to 3rd place. Next Level takes over 1st place, and the team that they get to play tomorrow will be coming up next. The people in 2nd that are 3-0, that is going to be Post 22 Hard Hats, the hosts. They're wearing white with their blue helmets in this game. So walk-off 2-run double from John Gonzalez, bringing home Meacham from first, and then Shin from 3rd. That's an incredible performance there by Next Level. The win will go to Cooper Emery, who goes complete game. He pitches 6 innings. He earns no runs, and he strikes out, I believe it's 7. 7 strikeouts. So just an incredible performance there from Cooper Emery. He will earn the win. The loss will go to Easy Rojas, despite his incredible first 4. That 5th inning really got to him. And so there we go. Final score here for this game. You don't want to miss the next one. That has the 2nd place 3-0 Post 22 Hard Hats up against Missoula, who just won a game 12-9 against Premier West yesterday. Missoula 1-2 on the tournament. They're going to be here, and immediately following this Post 22 Missoula game will be or not immediately, but 30 minutes after it will be a fireworks show here at Fitzgerald Stadium, the main event. There are I would say over 3,000 people filed into Fitzgerald Stadium at the moment for this firework night, and we will be live streaming that. Of course, it's only, through a camera kind of thing. You can't feel it. If you can get out here, get out here. But otherwise, Hard Hat TV will have it for you. Anyways, that is one heck of a game. Thank you all for being here. And I'm Oliver Fell. Thank you for enjoying it. The final score here from game number 4, Next Level Baseball 10, Pueblo Azteca 2. I'll see you in a few.